Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Dive Into the Hearts podcast. I know we took a month off in December. That's partially because I was a tiny bit lazy, but also really hyper-focused on Star Wars, and a lot happened in the winter season. So, yeah, there was a lot of Star Wars. And to, the bad side of it all is that there was some really big Kingdom Hearts news that came out in December. So we're kind of late jumping on the bandwagon for this, although we did talk about it on Janky's Pop Culture podcast around the time of Christmas season. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and dive in. Just so you know, like I said in the New Year's video, or if you didn't see the New Year's video, we are going to be restructuring the show. So you are getting to see the first kind of draft of what the new show is going to be structured as. So basically we're going to talk about the important news first. We're going to talk about frivolous news, like in very short, like 1 or 2 articles. And then we're going to have the final thought, which is going to be called the lingering thought, and we'll get to that in the lingering thought, and we'll get to that later. But if you guys have any suggestions as to how to Kingdom Hearts spice or flavor the important topics and the frivolous topics, that way we could have like little title cards that flash, please leave us suggestions in the comments below. So, anyways, as always, I'm joined with Joel Bone.
Yo, I'm always here. I never leave.
He never leaves.
In this void.
Yeah, I don't let him go. I don't let him go.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like I'm the Terra to your Xehanort. Like, I'm just
yeah. He's just always here. We're just always in this dark void yelling at each other.
Yeah, we just exist here.
Yeah. He's the feckless young youth, and I'm the grumpy old man.
I feel like it fits.
Terra, my boy. The darkness is to be embraced.
The darkness is something that should be feared to be embraced. Anyways. So, let's dive into the important news, the legitimate news, the news that makes us say, news.
Yeah.
It's news.
Okay.
That bit is only good for every once in a while. Afterwards, I think it's done now.
Alright.
But anyways.
The first piece of news is actually not even Kingdom Hearts news. It's just Kingdom Hearts adjacent.
It's Kingdom Hearts adjacent, but it's still an important topic to discuss.
Absolutely.
And that is the Walt Disney Company bought Fox, 20th Century Fox, for $52.4 billion. So they own a lot of their holdings now. Basically, Disney acquired their film and television studios, and the rights to blockbusters such as Avatar, Titanic, Sound of Music, Grand Budapest Hotel, Hidden Figures, Gone Girl, The Shape of Water, The Martian, and Anastasia.
You forgot the most important ones, though.
Yes. They now own the distribution rights for the original trilogy Star Wars, which is awesome. And they also brought in the Fantastic... No, they didn't bring in the Fantastic Four. They brought X-Men and Deadpool back into the cinematic universe, but not Fantastic Four because technically even 20th Century Fox didn't own the rights.
What was the Constantine films?
Yes, it's not in this article because it's a Kingdom Hearts article.
Yeah,
so
it wasn't Fox, but it was Fox.
Fox had the right to do.
Fox had like
Fantastic
distribution
Four.
rights, I think, in the U.S., but they didn't own the rights to the film. I don't even know. I don't even know what the details were.
Yeah. So anyways, so a lot of people are speculating whether or not 20th Century Fox titles and properties are going to be in Kingdom Hearts. And to that I say no. It's never gonna happen. Not even Anastasia. None of their animated.
If one did, though, it would be Anastasia.
If one did, it would probably be Anastasia, or it would probably be Marvel. but not Deadpool.
Wait, real quick. Home Alone. I want the Home
Not Home Alone.
Home Alone. I want
Not-
Home Alone in Kingdom Hearts.
Do flow motion in the Home Alone house.
You have to fight the sticky bandits.
Sticky bandits. No, they were the wet bandits in the first one. The sticky bandits in the second one.
Either way, Home Alone 2 Lost in New York was fantastic.
There's some speculation that it's not that fantastic. I think it's alright. I think the first one's alright. Well, I think the first one's a classic. I think the second one's alright.
I'm just saying, if we get some like flow motion in like the Die Hard building, team up with
Yeah, Die Hard's gonna be in Kingdom Hearts. That would be hilarious.
Calling it now. That's my prediction for Kingdom Hearts 4.
For Kingdom Hearts 4,
We're
Die
gonna
Hard.
team up with John McClane to stop Hans Gruber and save Christmas.
In the Yakum... What was it called?
I have no idea.
Oh, I forgot what it
So
was
long
called.
since I've seen Die Hard.
Yeah. Although I just watched it this last Christmas because like AMC had it on
'Cause
it's
it's
a
the best
Christmas
Christmas
film.
It
But
is.
anyways, so
John
basically
McClane saves Christmas from Hans
John
Gruber.
McClane
That's the
saves-
plot.
from Hans Gruber.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Alan Rickman. But
Yeah.
implications of all of this aside, like Kingdom Hearts, I don't think they're gonna do it. Much like my thoughts towards if Star Wars or Marvel is gonna be in Kingdom Hearts.
No.
It's not gonna happen. Maybe one day in the future, but think of it this way.
Well, in a way, Marvel is in Kingdom Hearts because we have Big Hero 6.
Well, yeah, and technically they are Marvel adjacent because Big Hero 6 is going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3. That's one of the confirmed worlds.
Yeah, Big Hero 6 is a Marvel franchise.
Yeah,
but
it is a
was
Marvel
not
property.
Marvel Studios film.
Right. But anyway, so here's the thing. Disney, in and of itself, is a huge universe. Disney Pixar, in itself, is a huge universe. And we've
Them
yet to
adding
see...
Pixar,
Yeah,
that already blows the doors wide open. That there's so much they can do with that.
yeah. But they have not added a Pixar world to date until Kingdom Hearts 3, which
Until
we're
now.
getting, in which we're getting Toy Story, and we'll discuss a little bit more on that later, in the next story. But well, the implications and the possibilities.
Was this just the first Pixar addition to Kingdom Hearts?
I believe so. Yes.
At all?
Yeah.
Because Chicken Little was not a Pixar film.
It was not. It was a Disney animation.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. It was during the dark years. It was like
It was
that.
also not good.
It was also not good. It was like that, Home on the Range, and like one or two others. It was like the three films before, shoot. Oh, and Meet the Robinsons. It was the three films before Princess and the Frog that were, eh. Even though Meet the Robinsons was halfway decent. Like Chicken Little, what was the other one that I just said? Home on the Range? Anyways,
Not great.
not great. Not great Disney films. But anyways, so like I was saying, Disney itself is a huge universe, and we still haven't seen everything in Disney. I could give off a list. I've done it before in one of the Kingdom Hearts Let's Plays, of all the worlds that we haven't seen yet that I would like to see in Kingdom Hearts 3. However, some of them we're getting, some of them we're not getting. That's just the way of it. So Disney's a big universe. And for them to try to figure out how to boil down each individual movie into a world is enough work in and of itself. To take Star Wars, which is a huge body of work that includes 9 films at this point, and animated series and video games and other things like that, and the fact that it is a universe in and of itself, it has multiple worlds. How do you distill that all into one world? If they wanted to do something like how they're doing the theme park, which is Galaxy's Edge, where they just create a world, which is a brand new world in which Star Wars things happen and the characters interact and you interact with them, that could be something. But for them to boil all of Star Wars down into one world is a monumentous task. And I don't see them doing that for Marvel either. It would be easier for Marvel because you just have to boil it all down to New York.
I was saying, you boiled Marvel down to New York City.
You boil New York, you just do New York, or
you just rename it like Avengers
Superhero City, or Avengers City.
Like that.
But so you could do. I would see Marvel happening before Star Wars.
Absolutely.
And even then, I don't see Marvel happening just because there's too much.
Yeah, and I at the same time though, like, they did Lilo and Stitch. They managed to get Stitch in with Deep Space in Birth by Sleep, and like that alone, that was weird, and I didn't like it.
They did do Lilo and Stitch, but here's the thing: it was just a space station. Like, I liked in Kingdom Hearts 2 how he was just a summons and, like, in theory, a cameo of just that character.
Yeah.
With Birth by Sleep and Deep Space, I wasn't put off by it. I was interested. Because it was like, Captain Hook's ship, which, later we found out is part of a bigger Neverland world. But, we got to Neverland by accidentally crashing into Captain Hook's ship as it's flying through gummy space.
Yeah, and we do learn that Captain Hook's ship does, like, fly through space.
Yeah.
In Kingdom Hearts, which I also thought was weird and didn't like.
Yeah.
But...
And also Monstro. There is a Pinocchio world. There is Prankster's Paradise, but Monstro flies through space?
I mean, he's a really big whale.
Yeah. So we've had weirder things in space that we interact with and become worlds.
But you couldn't do Star Wars, it's too big.
I don't see Star Wars happening, so with that, I don't see Fox happening. I don't see a Family Guy world or a King of the Hill world like people keep joking about, but those just simply will not happen.
Simpsons world.
Definitely not a Simpsons world. Like, The Simpsons gave itself shit for being in Lego Dimensions. Like, when you first boot into the world, Homer's asleep at, his workstation, as he always is in the intro. He's like, "No, it's not selling out, it's cross-branding."
You have a really good Homer Simpson impression.
Thank you.
How had I never heard this before now?
Because I'm not that big into Simpsons.
Oh, okay.
I'll watch it if it's on, but I'm not like, oh, I gotta watch The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
that's how I am with a lot of shows too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's a big thing for Disney.
It's a big thing for Disney. It is not a huge thing for Kingdom Hearts.
We won't see any 20th Century Fox
unless they make a Super Smash Brothers type game for Kingdom Hearts where you just all the worlds come together, which could be cool. But I don't see them doing that. I never thought
about it until this moment, but I want it.
I do not want it because that would be such a side rail to the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Because like people,
it's totally not canon. What if it was just like Final Fantasy and Disney characters, just a fighting game?
But Nomura would never do that. Nomura doesn't like things that are not.
I want it.
Not
canon. True. Even the silly Final Fantasy crossover fighting game they have is like, no, it is canon. It's a prequel to the first Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Even the cruddy phone game is canon.
No.
So, yeah.
No.
Unchained Key is canon. You're telling me
that Final Fantasy Clash of Clans is
canon? No, I'm not talking Clash of Final Fantasy Clans. I'm talking Unchained Key. Is canon.
Oh yeah, I know that's canon, but that's a cruddy phone game that has a story though.
Yeah,
that's not Clash of Clans Final Fantasy 15 edition.
No, but remember, Nomura was taken off Final Fantasy.
It's true.
Yeah,
and then the game came out.
Yeah. So, anyways, I would never see any sort of Fox entanglement with Kingdom Hearts. Like Pixar, yes, definitely, they're doing it. They've wanted to do it for a while now.
Well, Pixar has become so ingrained as just a part of Disney.
Yeah,
it's really not different.
Yeah.
Anymore.
I still maintain I would love to see a Brave world in Kingdom Hearts 3, but that's just me.
I don't think we'll get it in 3, but I think it's definitely up there for the future.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4 or Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Mix or 3.5.
You think they'd throw in another world into the final mix?
You never know. You never know. Anyways, so the next story, and if you're looking in the description or you're looking in the thumbnail, you're not going to see anything related to this. I'm going to tell you now, we are going to be talking about spoiler-related things, and I'm going to have a little splash that says spoiler. Well,
leaks. Potential leaks and rumors, which may be spoilers, so if you want to go in super fresh, just skip ahead to the timestamp I'm gonna make Noah put on screen right now.
Yeah. So, and the time skip will be in the description for after this discussion. But basically, before you skip, just so you know what's going on, there was a possible leak of information from Square Enix. Well, not from Square Enix, from someone else, supposedly from Square Enix. 2 leaks regarding Kingdom Hearts 3 worlds and information regarding those worlds. And this goes beyond the confirmed worlds list that already exists. So if you do not want to know any of these rumors for the possibility that they might be true, please click the link in the description now. Okay, so...
Alright, now that the weak ones have left us.
now that the weak ones are gone.
Now that the weak have left.
Submit!
Submit! Hate that fight.
Hate that fight. Joe totally was fighting Ansem before we started recording.
Before we recorded this, I was fighting Ansem, and yeah.
Yeah.
Nah. Don't pick up the game and go to fight the final boss after months of not playing it.
Yeah, it's tough. So anyways, the possible... Okay. Basically, I'm gonna have to read part of the article for the connotation for everything that's going on. There's a website called Reset Era. It basically acts as like a well, not a Kingdom Hearts, a video gaming forum page, basically. And on there, someone by the username WrestleMan posted some images.
My favorite Mega Man boss.
WrestleMan?
Yeah, it's not a real thing.
So he posted these leaked images of a world that's in development, and this world is Monsters Inc. Maybe. So going off of what we were talking about earlier about Pixar being included into Kingdom Hearts, this would be really cool if it's true. However, this is kind of where the story goes at the moment, and since this recording, WrestleMan went to edit his original post to say the following. I'm really not feeling the way that reporters are attributing this to me, so let me clarify as much as I possibly can. I run a shitty little Discord server for the remaining users of a dead forum that I ran in the mid-2000s to present. It's like a Crash Bandicoot server at its core, but there's not a lot of Crash stuff happening in the post-Insane trilogy yet. It's mostly a shit-posting server. One of our members came into one of our channels and posted the 3 images. I did some quick research to see if it had spread to the era or reset era to see if it had spread to era or any of the KH fan sites yet. Noticing it had not, I asked the guy where they came from. He told me he saw them on another server, or rather he just said I saw them somewhere else. I went back and asked the original poster of the images where they came from. That person told him I got them from a friend who got them from an FTP server where they were quickly removed afterwards. So anyways, this is the breakdown. This is a breakdown that WrestleMan goes into. Person A finds them on FTP, gives them to person B posts them on a server, person C, my server's member, sees them and reposts them to my server. I see them and post them to Era. I'm like the fifth layer down the ladder from the source. I'm the fifth layer down the ladder from the source. I'm making no claims to this leak as a source of any insider or an insider of any kind. Thank you. The original post below, I have no idea if these are legitimate, but they seem pretty convincing. I have no idea what the source of them is. The person who sent them to me got them from a different person, so on, so on. And then he posts 2 images, and there was a third one that was eventually deleted. Then, shortly afterwards, more images came out from this Monsters Inc. world. And I'm going to have them flashing on the screen right now. Basically, what you can see is it looks like someone is working on the game in the Unreal 4 or whatever software that they use to create the game. And in this footage, or in these pictures, we can see Sora with his red jacket from Kingdom Hearts 3, but he's also orange and purple, looking like a monster. Like he's gonna have a form change because of the planet. Goofy also has one in which he's still wearing his jacket and his hat, but he is a green monster of some kind, really creepy looking, and Donald is also the same, except he's like a deep blue. People are claiming these to be fake because the heads-up display has not been changed for Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Because as we've seen in the latest Kingdom Hearts trailer from D23, when we go to a world that has a form change like Toy Story, the heads-up display was changed to match. This one doesn't have any changes, it's just Sora, Donald, and Goofy, so people are thinking it might be Sketch and someone else just messing around in Unreal 4, trying to make it look like these are a leak. However, with the statement that they came from an FTP server that was quickly removed afterwards, I don't know, it could lend a little something to it, but ultimately we just don't know anything about this. And like I said, the pictures show some different scenery for the game of what the Monsters Inc. world would be like. There's the main sort of meeting room where they have like the Oculus in the center of the building before they go to like their different workstations and everything. They have the door room and another room later on that seems to be on fire. There's some text that translates to saying, "Come on, Sora, we gotta put out this fire." And also some really polygonal, unfinished images as well.
Also, there's a picture of a boss fight.
Yes, there is a picture of a boss fight, and the most interesting thing...
Though they're fighting unversed.
Exactly, yes. It looks like they're fighting in unversed, which means that if this is true, we've got Heartless, we've got Nobodies, and now we've got unversed. Will we be seeing Dream Eaters as well?
Will Dream Eaters show up too?
Yeah, are we going to have a point in the game where we're fighting all four types of enemies in the game? I don't know. I'm very eager to see if this is actually true or false. I would love for this to be true. I love Monsters Inc., and I think a Monsters Inc. world would be incredible, and from these pictures it looks like it's going to be a fun level. And I don't feel spoiled going into it. I mean, kind of a little bit, but like, Nomura said as much that he would reveal more worlds in a world list later as the game was nearing release. But again, like I said, there's been no official statement from Square, there's been no official statement from Tetsuya Nomura or anyone on the production staff about these leaks. So we don't know. And going on, later that week, there was another leak. Trying to find it.
There was another leak of a possible worlds list.
Yeah, I can't even find the list now.
It was what, a Reddit post?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who posted it. I don't have that open yet. But it had little like 2-letter initial titles for different worlds. And
yes.
What we got was TS, which is most likely Toy Story, and there are files in there like Android Robot, Gygus, Floor A, B, and C, Gunball Machine, all things that lead to you think it's probably the Toy Story world. And then we got RA, which is probably the Rapunzel world, for Tangled, which is Bonfire, Cliff Hill, Curve Cliff, Limestone Cave.
Yeah.
Just a lot of weird stuff. And also a Wetland Tar file. So that's
also weird.
That's fun. FZ02. People think it might be Frozen. but it has a lot of icicle files.
Yeah, there are a lot of icicle files,
There's a lot of
crystals,
ice-based
lamppost
stuff.
fences.
Yeah, so it leads
lot.
toward maybe thinking Frozen might be in there, which I think would be super cool.
Yeah.
RG Radiant Garden, castle, modder, computer, machine, blah blah blah. All things we expect from Radiant Garden.
Mm-hmm.
DP, people think it might be the Land of Departure, or possibly Daybreak Plaza.
Maybe?
Has castle files. There's also like stained glass, right? No.
Yep.
Yeah, castle stained glass.
Castle stained glass, castle floor, castle
So
stage.
who knows what DP could mean in
Yeah.
this game? It's a castle, we know that. AG, probably Hercules. It's got pillars, walls. A Hercules doll. I would think that probably is in the Hercules world. PO, probably Winnie the Pooh, the 100-Acre Wood, because it's got things like Rabbit House and Honey Pot. DC is Disney Castle, or people think it's probably Disney Castle. Library bookshelf, candle chair, ink bottle, library fireplace, and dog bed. The dog bed sells it for me.
Yeah.
'Cause that's probably it.
Yeah.
Which would
Not-
give a world list.
Yeah.
Read it off to us now.
So if this is true, the world list so far would be Twilight Town, Mysterious Tower, Olympus, Kingdom of Corona, Tangled, Rapunzel, however you want to call it, Galaxy Toys or Toy Story, San Francisco, Monstropolis, Arendelle, 100-Acre Woods, Radiant Gardens, Disney Castle, and DP, Land of Departure, Daybreak Plaza, something. However, like I said, this list didn't actually list Monstropolis or San Francisco.
Yeah, but we know San Francisco's there.
Yes, but the only thing that would throw like a curveball into this being a false article is the fact that it didn't have any assets for Big Hero 6 or Rapunzel.
Well, it did have assets for Rapunzel.
Or no, yeah, you're right. It did have Rapunzel. I'm talking
It didn't have Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6 or Monstropolis. It didn't have anything for those.
Yeah.
And again, this, and I'm just going to read what the person wrote real quick here.
Sure thing.
To those who are reading this post or just coming back, please do not post the world list out in the public. Only post it where you can put a spoiler tag for those who do not wish to be spoiled. Thank you in advance. This is more than likely a partial list and not the entire world list. I'm not saying for certain that the worlds are in the game, but from current leaks and data mining research, it would seem like the worlds listed here are in the game. Also, for others who are curious, if you think of it this way, say 100-Acre Woods and Radiant Garden are one world, we'll just say Space Paranoids Tron are also in those worlds. We could also say Twilight Town and Mysterious Tower are the same worlds. So if we count those as only one world, maybe we might get more Disney worlds, so hopefully we'll see more Disney worlds. I'd love to see Atlantis or Treasure Planet, so would I. Upon further investigation of the server and the IP address the server was located on. Anyway, so he's basically kind of tracking where all this came from.
Super hacker.
He went deep. He went too deep.
The Unix system, I know this.
Yeah. So anyways, he went deep to try to find where this building was or whatever. And so that might lend a little bit more to it, but as it's a long block of text, and a lot of it is kind of very meh. I don't know.
Here's another possible point toward this not being true.
Yeah.
There's no files for the Dark Realm.
Yeah, there's no files for the Realm of Darkness.
Or Castle Oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
Which are two things that have to be there.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's pretty possible this is not even a real leak.
Yeah.
Probably fake. Because, let's actually look at the worlds they guessed at.
Yeah.
That are in this leak. You have Frozen.
Yeah.
Radiant Garden. Winnie the Pooh and Disney Castle.
Mm-hmm.
these are all pretty obvious guesses. Like, if I was gonna guess what worlds would be there, these are ones I would probably guess are there. Like,
Yeah.
Radiant Garden is gonna be there.
Yeah.
It becomes the hub of the game.
Well, no, we already know Radiant Garden is there because
Right, it's been confirmed.
Oh no, wait, Radiant Garden hasn't been confirmed.
No, Radiant Garden hasn't been confirmed. But where are we gonna meet all our Final Fantasy characters if it's not there?
Yeah, exactly.
So Radiant Garden has to be there.
Yes.
Winnie the Pooh has been in every main installment so far. That doesn't mean it has to show up, but I definitely think it will, especially since Soro's like promised to see Pooh again.
That's true, but I wouldn't be totally let down if it wasn't.
Yeah, like I won't
Or
be
if it was
disappointed it's
subdued,
not,
like in
but-
Birth by Sleep, where you just go to get the book and you get a power up or something.
Yeah. Well, no, but like the point I'm trying to make is these could just be very good guesses.
Yeah.
Like these could just be they're just guessing obvious things.
Mm-hmm.
And
The DP
frankly, yeah. In
the
Disney
D-
Castle,
Definitely
I mean-
has to be there.
yeah, it kind of has to be there. Like these are pretty obvious guesses
Yeah.
if you think about it. Like the only one that
Uh,
isn't is DP, but that's so vague. Who knows what that could be?
Yeah, like Land of Departure, it could be there, because, it ultimately becomes, Castle Oblivion, and also because we know that we're gonna save Ventus in Kingdom Hearts 3. We know that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's the whole quest for Sora at this point, is to waken Ventus. While Mickey and Riku go off to save Aqua in the Realm of Darkness. So we know the Realm of Darkness has to be there to some extent. And we know Castle Oblivion / Land of Departure has to be there to some extent as well.
And we know they have assets for Realm of Darkness because we played it.
Yeah, we played it. It's in
exists.
it's in 0.2. I don't have my copy
It is
handy.
0.2. That whole
Yeah.
game is the Realm of Darkness.
Yeah,
Well,
that
and a hot sec of Destiny Island at the end, but that's technically in the Realm of Darkness.
yeah. It was in the Realm of Darkness being pulled out of the Realm of Darkness.
Asset-wise,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Hercules was an easy guess because we already
Confirmed.
knew Hercules was going to be in there. Rapunzel already knew it was going to be there. Toy Story confirmed.
The only other guess here is Frozen, and it's such a popular movie.
That if
And
they
there's so
didn't
much
do it, I
potential
would be
for
so
story.
surprised.
Yeah, I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be like disappointed. I'd be surprised.
I would be downright flabbergasted. I would be like, how did you not do it?
Exactly.
How did you not have every Disney exec and CEO breathing down your neck to put it in there?
It's like you have to put in Frozen. I'm just surprised they haven't announced it
Yeah,
yet.
Roy Conley in his Master Xehanort glory just goes to Nomura and is like,
You have to put Frozen in there.
You must.
You must put Frozen in there.
So yeah, so the leaks are sketch
Questionable.
at best. So yeah, we don't know. Like I said, no one from Square Enix, Tetsuya Nomura, Osaka, anything. No one said anything related to these leaks. There was only one other Twitter user who runs like a couple different news sites that said, hundreds of gigs were mined from some server and it was a big leak and Square Enix is in trouble or something like that. But again, no one official has said anything to this. They because even if it was fake, they could come out and say it's fake. If it's true, they could come out and say we can't confirm anything yet, or
Yeah,
they
but-
could say, hey, yes, this is true.
Or they can just ignore it and hope it goes away.
Yeah. Or what they could possibly be doing right now is ignoring it and hope it goes away. Or they're still in like super lockdown mode trying to make sure that everything stays safe and secure.
My favorite part of the Reddit post is when they talk about Frozen. It's like, for the love of God, please don't make it a musical.
Yes, please don't make Frozen anything like I almost said Antarctica. Atlantica.
But what if it was, though?
Sora's just walking up the mountain. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Let it go, let it go.
Swim this way, we'll dance and we'll play a musical for everyone to have a lot of Frozen fun.
Sled this way. Well,
Dance and we'll
they just reuse the song. And just
They
make
reuse
all
the song,
lyrics.
just make it Frozen related.
Just like
That would be the
changes,
biggest.
Cajun.
That would be
Oh
the
my
biggest troll ever. So, anyways, now that was all the big, important breaking
the
news that we
news.
had to share. Some light, quick, frivolous news. Utada Hikaru and her father, Utada I'm gonna butcher the name. Teruzane, said that Utada Hikaru will be releasing a new album next year, or this year, rather, not next year, 2018. She will be releasing an album this year, and a live tour is planned. But Teruzane said, be positive, we won't break your hearts in regarding to possibly doing Kingdom Hearts 3's opening song. I believe in the past, during the, when 2.8 came out, Nomura said as much that they were working on the opening theme for Kingdom Hearts 3, or that she was contracted to do it at the very least. But I think what the "We Won't Break Your Hearts" is going to be is more related towards is like it's not going to be devastatingly heartbreaking of a song. Like it might be still upbeat, like Simple and Clean, or the up-tempoed version of Sanctuary, but yeah. So they haven't said anything official, but keep an eye out. Which, I just want to point out, if she is doing the Kingdom Hearts 3 theme song, you can bet it's going to be on her new album. Just saying. So anyways, and one other frivolous bit of news that I wanted to talk about was that people have been poking at, well, actually, I can tell you. Twitter users Key to Truth, 13th Vessel, and
Xenamo.
yeah, Xenamo, however you pronounce it, have been hacking 2.8, especially 0.2 Birth by Sleep, and taking a look at the different assets, among which they found a couple interesting things, some Heartless that didn't get to be used,
Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
Sora, Donald, Goofy, what was that one?
Power Seeker, Mushu.
Yeah, Lushu. Lushu's...
Box.
You can see Lushu's face. Hang on a second. You can see Lushu's face. I can't see any detail, and they're not going to flesh it out. But anyways, what I was most excited to see was the box, and the asset that they found is the box opened. Now, you can't see anything in the box, because
it's
clearly it's just an empty asset box. They wouldn't have added the asset of what's in the box in there.
That's also the big reveal. The box is empty.
The box is empty. Matt, you're
Box
saying that
was
Ray
in
Chase, the
the
Master of
wall.
Masters, is... Well, I mean, yeah, he kind of is the biggest troll in the world. Not gonna lie, like, that is his character to a T.
But yeah, in the universe, he is a troll.
In the universe, he is kind of a troll. But anyways, so what I was very interested to see, because I had this theory going, the box has 13 locks on it. 13 individual locks. 3 on each of the short sides, and, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 6...
7.
7! Math. I can't do math. 7 on the front side. With one gigantic lock on the big one that has, like, a little heart on it. But anyways, the significance in this is that 13 is a big number in Kingdom Hearts. Like, you need 13 Seekers of Darkness to match 7 Guardians of Light in order to form the Keyblade and to the Keyblade and to unlock Kingdom Hearts. The Keyblade. Keyblade. So anyways, I was very interested to see that that thing has 13 locks. So I'm thinking that the bad guys are ultimately going to need to unlock the box at some point. That they're the ones that are going to be in charge of the box. And like I was saying back during the D23 trailer, Maleficent is also after the box for whatever reason. And I would also assume maybe Sora, Riku, Aqua, Team Light side is also going to be after the box to some extent as well. We don't know what's in it, but it's important to some degree. So, that was the last bit of frivolous news that I had. So, to close out the show, we have a segment that we are going to call the Lingering Thought.
Yeah.
And the reason that we're calling it the Lingering Thought is because this month's topic just kind of came to me while Joe was playing Kingdom Hearts and I'm just sitting here going over the news articles, is we need to talk about Terra. So as you know, in Birth by Sleep, Terra gets betrayed by Master Xehanort, and Master Xehanort merges with Terra, creating Terra-Nort. And then, as we know from Kingdom Hearts 1, there's this man named Ansem, and then from Kingdom Hearts 2, we come to learn that Ansem and a man named Xemnas are the Heartless and Nobody, respectively, of a man named Xehanort, who was formerly
Terra-Nort.
who was actually Terra-Nort. Okay. I know it gets a little bit confusing here, but so basically, you have Terra, who fused with Xehanort to create Terra-Nort, okay? Then you have Terra-Nort, who created Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, and Xemnas, Xemnas. Now, from what we know of Kingdom Hearts 3 from Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, is that the 13 Seekers of Darkness is not the original Organization 13, but a new Organization 13, which is legitimately 13 different vessels of Xehanort, including but not limited to Master Xehanort himself, Xemnas, Ansem, Vanitas, and a few others. Xigbar, Sakes, and others that we legitimately don't know at the moment.
Yeah.
However, from what we know of Kingdom Hearts lore, when you unlock someone's heart, a Heartless is created. Also, an equal Nobody is created. So with Terra-Nort, his Heartless was Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, and his Nobody was Xemnas. And from further lore of the game, we know that once the Heartless and the Nobody have been vanquished, the original host has the ability to return. That is what was the ultimate build-up of Dream Drop Distance, is that Master Xehanort was returning. However, Master Xehanort wasn't the original host of Ansem and Xehanort, or Ansem and Xemnas. Terra-Nort was. So my discussion that I wanted to leave you guys with is, where is Terra-Nort? The other thing that plays into this is the Lingering Will, which was Terra's armor that was discarded when Terra and Xehanort fused, but the armor retained the discarded thoughts and emotions of Terra. So it knows that it has this raging hate towards Xehanort.
It was Terra's Unversed.
Yeah, it was basically Terra's Unversed, but a good Unversed. So it has this undying hatred of Xehanort, but it also has this undying devotion to Aqua and Ventus. And it at least remembers Riku and Sora, as we know from Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. When you meet the Lingering Well, it says, You're not the one I passed the Keyblade to. No, that was the other one. Or, no, you were the other one.
Yeah, you were the other one.
You were the other one. So it remembers passing the Keyblade to Riku, and it remembers Sora was there. So it at least remembers Sora and Riku, has an undying devotion to Aqua and Ventus, and has a lingering hatred towards Xehanort. However, one of the interesting things that I found was that when you look at like the Kingdom Hearts wiki anyways, it lists like enemy type for the different characters. Actually, for Xemnas, it doesn't list one, which is weird. But basically, when you look at Terra, it says somebody. Actually, it doesn't list that either for Terra. But so anyways, Terra is a somebody. We know that Master Xehanort is a somebody. When you look at Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, his enemy type is Heartless. Xemnas, we can reasonably assume that his enemy type is a nobody. But the Lingering Will enemy type is listed as a somebody, and so is Terra Xehanort. Enemy type is also listed as a somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, where is Terra-Nort? Is Terra-Nort one of the masked Organization 13 members that we saw in Dream Drop Distance? Yeah, of the yet unseen vessels. Is Terra-Nort out there looking for a way to regain his memories from the Lingering Will and save Aqua and Ventus? And to add a little bit more to that, when they were doing the concert tour for Kingdom Hearts Concert First Breath, there was a acted out interaction between the Japanese voice actors for Terra and Naminé, where Naminé and the Lingering Will have a discussion. Naminé basically meets the Lingering Will, tells him that she's a witch who manipulates memories, and she says, right now you're bound by two sets of memories. One is your own memories, the other is that of a very dark power. To which the Lingering Will responds that it's Master Xehanort. Naminé says, soon you'll be touched by a familiar light. Please guide her so that she isn't confused by the darkness. To which the Lingering Will replies, Aqua, but I can't do anything. I can't do anything the way I am now. To which Naminé responds, everyone is fighting in ways that they can. I want you to believe in yourself, and to fight so that your heart doesn't melt away into darkness. We will all make it to the same place. You'll see. To which the Lingering Will says, Aqua, then, someday, no matter what, I've never forgotten what happened on that day. I'll make it here and show you, no matter what. So, basically, what that whole discussion was, and that plays into 0.2...
I was gonna say, that leads up to the moment where Terra stops
Xehanort. Aqua meets Ventus and Terra in the Realm of Darkness. Terra and Aqua can reasonably see each other, but Ventus can't respond. Ventus is in his catatonic state. He's there, he's upright, and his eyes are open, but he's still in his catatonic state. So, Terra and Aqua...
Also, Terra can't see Ventus, right?
Also, Terra can't see Ventus.
Yeah, only Aqua sees both of them.
Only Aqua sees both of them. She mentions it, and as they're talking, the Xehanort side of Terra starts to take over and asks where he is, to which she accidentally lets slip that he's in the Chamber of Repose. Yes, the Chamber of Repose, which is in Castle Oblivion. So that's why in the secret episode of, I believe it's Kingdom Hearts 2, which is why that Rechain and 358 simultaneously take place at Castle Oblivion, because Xemnas is sending all of the nobodies to Castle Oblivion to find the Chamber of Repose, but they can't because they keep forgetting everything. Which is the magic and the curse of that castle.
Which is really, like, when you think about it, that's
really
like
funny.
Straight out of, like, a comedy bit.
Yeah.
It's like, we have to find it.
Where is it?
I don't remember, but we have to find it. Why are we here?
I don't know. Why are we here? I don't know. I think Xemnas has gone crazy. Let's overthrow him. Yeah.
Yeah, and one group's like, we should overthrow Xemnas, because he's a crazy person for sending us here to this castle for no reason.
Pretty much. That's the story. That is literally a boiled down version of Rechained and 358/2. But anyways.
Oh my gosh, that's too good.
So, again, the lingering thought of the month, until next month, where's Terra-Nort? Where's Terra? If Master Xehanort regained his form, which he did, if he regained his form, But also, from Kingdom Hearts 3 footage and Dream Drop Distance, Xemnas and Xehanort are also able to coexist in the same plane at the same time at the same place. Where's Terra? Anyways.
Let's talk about, real quick. This
Yeah.
is just a sidebar for me. We talk about how, like, in the trailer we saw, that, like, Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, and Xemnas are just, like, besties.
Yeah, they're just like
they're a
bros.
pair, and they're just together. It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just like, let's go mess with Sora. Okay.
Yeah. Let's totally make him think about doing something he probably shouldn't do.
Yeah, let's totally tempt him with the idea of Roxas, even though we're both here. You know, it's like the Heartless and the Nobody coexisting in the same plane, even though the original host is alive, so let's tempt him with the idea of Roxas.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So, and that could be a discussion for another time, is Roxas. Actually, that is going to be a discussion for another time.
That'll be another. But for now, Terra. in
Terra.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Where is Terra?
Where is Terra?
Where is Terra? Anyways, thank you all for watching. If you liked it, let us know. Like and comment down below. Subscribe if you're not already. And while you're at it, check out all of our other content here on Something for an Every Nerd. And also subscribe to Joel Bone. He's doing content again.
Do it! Hat
Do
and
it.
Time.
Hat in Time.
It's probably started by now.
Probably by now. Depends on how soon I get this video out.
And how soon I get a Hat in Time out. As of recording, it's not out yet. But
as of this recording, it's not out yet, but
recorded.
it could be. It could be.
been recorded.
But anyways, so yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Subscribe to Something for Every Nerd. Got it memorized?